Good evening, folks. Welcome to Defender's Voice. This is Paul Kattupalli. Thank you for tuning to our channel today. Defender's Voice is all about discussing the most important events and questions of our time. Please visit our website www.drpaul.org. And also on this website, you can read our ministry reports now. So please visit this website and read the ministry reports. You can also support this ministry by becoming members. We have members only movies. Okay, we are putting our movies on members only section. These movies you can enjoy by paying just $4. Okay, that's a one-time charge, $4. In that way, you can support this ministry and you can also watch the movies produced by our ministry. So let us discuss this week's question. Is there adult content in the Bible? For example, last week, California Governor Gavin Newsome, he had an interview with conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. So they were talking different things in politics. When they were discussing about banning books in public libraries and public schools, they talked about the Bible. So conservatives going around looking at public libraries and public schools, and they are picking up some books and saying, these books children should not be reading. So this book, ban this book, ban that book. They are making these lists and going around banning books. So Charlie Kirk said, yes, that's a good thing to ban these books. And California governor asked, well, then what about the Bible? There is porn in the Bible. So that's an interesting question. Is there porn in the Bible? And he said, the Song of Solomon has pornography. That's interesting. Is there porn in the Song of Solomon? That's an interesting question. A lot of people, especially people who want to criticize Christian faith or the Bible, they always talk about the Song of Solomon. Now let me ask you this question. Where is the place for romance? Where is the place for romance? In the book of Song of Solomon, there is a lot of romance. That is not pornography. If you see the context of this book, the very first verse says, the Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. So this book is written by Solomon. In verse 2 it says, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. See, there is kissing. Solomon was an young prince and he has vineyards. So this young lady went to work in one of his vineyards. So that's where Solomon met her. That's courtship. Then they had a wedding. Then there was a marriage. So look at the context of this book. There is courtship, there is wedding, there is marriage. So romance in that context is holy. All right? When you go through those three phases, courtship, wedding, and marriage, God says that romance is holy. If God allows something that is not pornography, Pornography is the word that came from porneia. Right? Porneia is a Greek word. We see that in the Greek New Testament. Porneia has a bad connotation to it. That's why as society changed in recent times, even the secular world is not calling pornography anymore. They are saying this is adult entertainment. They are no longer calling it pornography because of that bad connotation. Because pornography is sinful. The very word says it is sinful. But what we have in the Song of Solomon is not sinful, because that which is within marriage is sanctified by God. What we do with our bodies outside the marriage, all sinful activity we do outside marriage is sinful. That is what is illicit. So what God allowed is always legit. It's a legitimate pleasure. If God says no, then it becomes illegitimate pleasure. What we have in the Song of Solomon is legitimate pleasure. Because as I said, there is courtship, wedding, and marriage. There is no sin in this book. Of course, Solomon married her. After many years, he married like 700 wives for political reasons. That is sinful, because those marriages he married for politics, not for love. But in the Song of Solomon, it's a loving marriage. It's a marriage prompted by love, sustained by love. So that's a legitimate pleasure, and God blesses legitimate pleasure. Okay, folks, that's my answer to this question. Song of Solomon is not a porn book, it's a holy book. As I said, when you do anything within the confines of God, you are holy. That's not pornography. All right, I hope I answered this question. If you have any questions, please send us an email or leave us in context. You can also leave in comment section. If you have any questions, please visit our website www.drpaul.org. You can also leave comments, subscribe to this channel, get notifications, and I will see you in the next episode.